Welcome to the Gold Road, the latest expansion from one of my favorite games, The Elder Scrolls Online. This long-running MMORPG is also celebrating its 10-year anniversary! Pew 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 pew! Since 2014, this game has had its ups and its downs, and a dedicated community that continue to play in the world of Tamriel. It has had massive overhauls and brought new adventures to some of our favorite Bethesda gaming worlds. Today, we're going to dive into the latest offering and celebrate 10 years of ESO. I also want to thank Bethesda and ZeniMax for once again giving me a code to cover this for another year. Thank you guys, thank you. A forgotten Daedric prince has returned, bringing chaos to the lands. Explore a new zone and defend the city of Skingrad, now beset by a Daedric cult and the jungles of Valenwood. Customize your skills like never before with a new scribing system. This is the description of this year's chapter, and yet again, it's kind of the same old story. We have to face another Daedric prince that thinks they're all that and a bag of potato chips. But it's not their moment. The only twist is that for the first time in ESO history, we have a brand new Daedric prince walking through Tamriel. Forgotten to even her most devout followers, Athelia has returned. We also get the pleasure of returning to an Oblivion classic of Skingrad. Now, I got this expansion a little later than most, I think a few days or maybe like a week after, and I had gone into this with the same enthusiasm I always do, joy, excitement, ready to explore a new or returning part of Tamriel and just be back in ESO in general. I noticed the more I played, however, a small feeling of stagnation kept creeping up. It felt like things were a little stale, a little smaller than the previous years, and with this being the 10-year anniversary, so far this expansion feels a touch melancholy. It's neither bad nor good, however, it's more of the same, and I enjoy that for the most part. I would say for those that know and those that care, it's less like last year's expansion, the Prom, which just brought so much to the game, and more like a High Isles light, like a very light content version of that. There's only 5 main story missions, but there is a lot of side quests. There are no new companions this year, which I'm not super mad about because I'm still trying to grind out with my companions. I keep doing all the wrong things and making all the wrong choices. And overall, it just feels like this year's content is a little lacking compared to last year's. I've never come across a more, underwhelming feeling anniversary for long-term fans, or maybe if you're a long-term fan, this might have been right up there for you. I truly want to be over the moon with this expansion, but I am hard-pressed to recommend it at full price, or until all the content is out for a year. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Let's look at what else we got in this expansion and my time inside of it. For fishing lovers like me, you'll be glad to know that they added 4 new lake, river, and fowl fish to try to catch all over the map. I love fishing in games. There's something about it that's just so relaxing that regular fishing isn't. I just love it. But after completing the limited but interesting story I was offered, I dedicated countless hours just trying to catch those fish, find the goodies all over. They like to put a lot of secret goodies in places. I was looking for those, and that's where most of my time went, and most of it is a work in progress, especially the fishing stuff. I also found that this area, for those that care, has a lot of centipedes and frogs, which is great for bait. Just a heads up. Now, I did something here that I never usually do, which is I started with the world bosses instead of diving into the stories straight away, because I was walking around when I got to Skingrad, and I was truly worried that if I waited for long enough, there would be not enough people loaded up in that map part for me to do them. However, once again, the ESO community came through, and whenever a call was put out, people would always show up in droves. Along with, the ESO community and learning to cooperate, there are 2 new public dungeons, there is that new 12-person trial, there of course is Sky Shard's lore books and your own personal delves you can go into. A lot of the staples have come back, including the sightseeing areas, all kinds of things to do. It's not a lack of things to do, it's a lack of content that I feel is what makes me feel like there's a bit of stagnation in this game. Scribing has also been in the game for a bit, but you guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it was ever like a fully fleshed out quest line. Again, I've been playing ESO for so long, all this stuff kind of blends together. And Scribing came out a couple years ago, so I truly don't remember. For those that are looking for a version to purchase, you can either get the deluxe upgrade or the deluxe collection of Gold Road, and they include all the past chapters. That is a tongue twister. A new mount, a new pet, outfit style, memento, and 3 emotes. It again feels like it isn't as much as previous years, but I think it is as much. I don't know. Somebody will correct me if I am wrong. It'll be interesting now that I've played this to see how they're going to continue the story next year and the other content they're going to release, because I love watching the Daedric Princes just kind of go at it and we kind of be a hero unsung champion of all of Tamriel slowly. I love it. I love ESO. I've always had great experiences with ESO, but I truly hope that if you played this expansion, you got what you wanted out of it. It feels content light for even more of the same old. While not a bad thing, again, this is a decade of Elder Scrolls Online. It could be so much better. To wrap this up, I think the price is way too steep for what's being offered at $67 Canadian for the deluxe upgrade, which means you already have the game. And if you don't have the game, you would get the deluxe collection, which is $107. And that also does not include a subscription to the subscription pass thing that's in ESO to have access to. Yes, ESO has a subscription, all that too. I don't think it's the best for what's on offer. If you really want to play more ESO, then this might suit you, because I'm in middle of the road with this expansion. I can't say it's worth picking up if you're not ready for just more ESO. Wait for a sale, or wait, honestly, for a sale. Have you guys played this newest expansion, Gold World, or are you a fan of ESO at all? If you are, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Am I crazy for feeling like this is a bit of stagnation? Like it's not all it could be, or am I just completely out of the water here? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in whatever I decide to cover next. Bye guys.